following is a special presentation of ESPN on ABC.
Welcome to Saturday Night Football on ABC, presented by Wells Fargo. Tonight, from the banks of the Red Cedar, East Lansing, Michigan, Spartan Stadium for the first top 10 matchup of the season. Number 5 in homestanding Michigan State, already with a victory over Western Michigan, taking on number 7 Oregon. The Ducks, of course, national runners-up a year ago. Glad to have you with us on Saturday Night Football. Reese Davis and Kirk Herbstreit here. And here come the Michigan State Spartans. They have pointed toward this game throughout the offseason. When you've won as much as Michigan State has, 27 of its last 30, Mark D'Antonio says, you know who beat you. And Oregon beat them last year by scoring 28 consecutive points to finish off the games. And the Spartans are bent on revenge. And now Mark Helfrich and the Ducks going on the road. They'll get the ball first. Spartans won the toss, deferred in the second half. There is Mark D'Antonio, head coach of the Spartans. Kevin Cronin getting set to put toe to leather for Michigan State. And Byron Marshall, the standout receiver, one of the men deep for the Ducks. Underway, and Marshall will take a knee in the end zone. Connor Cook, at quarterback for Michigan State. Spartans will keep it on the ground. Madre London racing into Duck territory, running over an Oregon defender, and that's a quick strike way to start, and the Spartans answer by immediately going into the red zone. Chris Cisse saved the touchdown. London taking a break, so they're sending freshman L.J. Scott in, 7th-ranked running back in the country, according to ESPN. Connor Cook, play fake to the end zone. You know who he's got. Josiah Price, touchdown Spartans.
And then the way they can still hit a crease and get vertical in a hurry.
Adams left it, and the ball's on the ground. Freeman put it down, and Oregon was able to jump on it.
You bid it, you win it against the offensive lineman, and you get penetration.
Vernon Adams needs 18. He's going to get nothing in like it. Michigan State's defense rising up. Shalik Calhoun was the guy. Addison standing at his own 25. Hartbarger gets away a better punt than Wheeler did for Oregon. They're trying to flip the field with a kicking game, and excellent coverage on Addison.
Really have an impact and affect his vision looking downfield.
Michigan State is rotating defensive lineman. Adams gets away from a sure sack, but he doesn't get away the second time. Staying after it was Chris Fry, and he also got a little help there from Demetrius Cooper.
They're in plus territory. They've got to try to get points.
Cook firing it complete. Burbridge has it. He's inside the 25, and he'll have enough for the first down.
When he gets back there, he's ready to get the ball out of his hands.
London, big crease up the middle. Madre London rolling inside the 15. First down, Michigan State.
Up front, Michigan State starting to get traction. This is where you got to get the ball out on the edge again and throw those quick passes to those receivers.
Adams instead taking a shot, getting his man out there, and it's intercepted. Fought away and stripped away by Monte Nicholson. Nicholson with a tremendous individual play to just take the ball away from Charles Nelson. Now trying to put Michigan State on top of Oregon. Second down and 8. Cook throwing over the middle, got his man. First down and touchdown, Aaron Burbridge. And a little size to block. Adams going to keep it on the run, trying to beat a couple of Spartans to the corner. Adams reaching and stretching, and he's going to be stopped just short. Adams pulls it down. He's got a crease, but oh, a great tackle right at the goal line, and Vernon is stopped.
And 30, Bola gets off with a blocker. He had to deal with an offensive lineman, the center Haggerty, gets off of him and makes the play.
Now Freeman tries to go over the top, and he is denied. It'll be 4th and goal.
Adams is a tough runner. Let's see if they go that route.
Boyce Freeman in the backfield with Adams. Vernon sending Marshall in motion. The give is to Freeman. Freeman pushing to the goal line. Michigan State thinks they stopped him, and they did. Riley Bola, John Reschke, and Antonio's defense rises up in the shadow of their goalpost, and frustration for Helfrich. Of all the accolades I just gave Vernon Adams, who knew he was ambidextrous also.
Right.
Now Adams uses his right arm and tries to put it in the seam, and he's picked off for the 2nd time tonight. R.J. Williamson, and that one was ill-advised, and that is the mistake you were just talking about he needed to avoid. Adams dancing around, and he danced too long. Knocked down and sacked. Lawrence Thomas was the first guy there. Got some help from Craig Evans. Fortunately for us and all of you, we've got a whole second half of this coming. Vernon Adams on 4th and 11, going to take a shot. Got a man out there. Byron Marshall was very well covered on the outside by Deontay Copeland. And Michigan State comes up with another 4th down stop.
Another
Cook on 3rd down.
They're only 1 of 6.
Cook fires the slant, and this time he'll get the 1st down. Connor Cook is not a highly recruited guy. He has developed into a terrific leader. Now with good protection and good time, and fires a strike, and a good catch. Climbing the ladder is Aaron Burbridge. Shelton in motion. Cook finds Burbridge, and Burbridge has it inside the 10. 1st down and 1st and goal for the Spartans. They'll go to the ground. L.J. Scott. Scott looking for the corner. L.J. Scott, touchdown, Michigan State.
You don't have that big playability, and tonight they're going to rush for 50 yards. It puts a lot on the passing game.
Adams wanted to throw it this time, but he is caught, corralled, and knocked down before he gets to the 1st down marker. John Reschke leading the charge. Malik McDowell, who's had another good game, is in there. Prevost trying to turn the corner. Cook steps up, fires a dart on 3rd down, and Michigan State moves the chains.
We can't quite give up on being that pounding team.
They run it again. London inside the 40. It's another 1st down for Michigan State. In East Lansing. Cook down the middle. He's got his tight end Jamal Lyles for the catch, and Michigan State is threatening. This one from 36. Ball is on the way. And this time it is true, and Michigan State has pushed its lead to double figures.
Again, showed some toughness and grit there on that drive.
Well, jet sweep. R.J. Shelton. Shelton turning the corner. He's got tremendous speed. Dances out of bounds. Gets in Oregon territory. Michigan State very quickly answers the touchdown by moving into Duck territory. On the ground, L.J. Scott. L.J. Scott. Mark Scott just short of the 1st down on the last carry. He gets it this time and runs through another one. Scott inside the 20. Scott on his way. Will he get there? Touchdown, Michigan State. How about that freshman wrecking ball? Ducks have put the bigger back, Henai Benoit, in with Royce Freeman being checked out for an injury in the locker room. Adams keeps it. Adams stretching it. Well, let's see what the chains say. The nose of that football on the yellow line. Kirk has always called it precise. Unerring. but it's a few lengths short. 3rd down and 7. Spartans bringing pressure from the outside. Adams in trouble. Adams tries to get away, and he does not. A sack. Lawrence Thomas was back there, and Chris Fry finished him off. Fry's made some big plays tonight. None bigger than that one. 4th and 16. Adams stepping up. Adams firing. Short hops it incomplete. Spartans take over. Le'Veon Bell and the rest of the Spartan faithful delighted with another defensive stand. A 3-point loss to this team in this stadium. This team, which I believe is really the only legitimate threat to Ohio State in the Big Ten right now. That's nothing at all to be a black mark on your resume.
Would you rather have played a couple FCS teams and blown them out by 40 or 50, or lose a game like this? I'm more impressed by losing a game like this.
And for some of these Spartans who agonized over that loss a year ago in Eugene when they let a second-half lead get away, a little bit of a cathartic feeling as the clock strikes 0. Mark D'Antonio, Mark Helfrich meeting at midfield after a terrific and entertaining football game that Michigan State pulls out 31-28. D'Antonio knows exactly who's beat him, and now he's avenged one of those recent losses. He's with Heather Cox.
Reese, thank you so much. Coach, your team motto this year, reach higher. How did they show you that they have bought in tonight?
Well, we just kept playing, you know. I mean, great drive by our offense there, a little, you know, in the 3rd quarter, I guess, 4th quarter. But, you know, defensively just kept playing. Things happen, you know. I mean, it's a crazy game. I mean, Oregon's got a great football team, but hey, we rose up a little bit.
You talk about that defense, impressive all night, but no more impressive than they were on that 4th and 16 and that final Oregon drive. How did you neutralize Oregon's offense?
Neutralize them? We just kept playing, you know. Vernon Adams, everything they say, you know, can really move around. Great receivers. They made clutch plays down there. But our guys kept playing. Very, very proud of our football team and how they responded. Energy on the sideline. Awesome crowd. Awesome crowd. Come to Michigan State.
Very impressive, Coach, especially considering all week we've talked so much about the revenge and letting it slip away last year in Oregon. What did your team's identity prove tonight?
Well, like I said at halftime, you know, we're just going to finish. You know, they really didn't have anything to do with last year. I mean, we got great respect for Oregon and what they're all about, Coach Helfrich and their football team. But you know, we just wanted to play hard and finish, and that's the bottom line. Just finish.
Indeed, you did. Big win, Coach. Congrats.
Green guys.
Mark D'Antonio gets the victory, and you know, this is the type of win that Michigan State has become more accustomed to. But as they've lifted the profile of their program, you mentioned this to D'Antonio yesterday, they've been able to maintain that blue-collar mentality, that little bit of an edge, and the chip on their shoulder that they use remarkably effectively.
It's incredible to think about where Michigan State football was when Mark D'Antonio and his staff came and where they have been able to grow. And these last 3 years have been, as I said a little bit earlier, just I think the best years in Michigan State football history, and at least that I can recall. And I think when you have that success, it's easy to lose that chip, lose that blue-collar approach. But because of him, he won't let him. And this will be a win that they'll be able to look back at. You know, last year they regretted the loss to Oregon. They regretted the loss to Ohio State, the 2 teams that ended up playing the national title. This is a major hurdle for Michigan State to get over. And now they focus on, you know, the rest of non-conference play and then get ready for the Big Ten.
As the song says, on the banks of the Red Sea, there's a school that's known to all, and its specialty is winning, and the Spartans did play good ball. 31-28, Michigan State beats Oregon tonight in this Big Ten Pac-12 showdown. We are headed right now for a complete wrap-up of the day in college football, the Ford wrap-up show. Vernon Adams and the Ducks fought valiantly, came up 3 points short, 31-28 the final. Let's go to Cassidy Hubbard now in the Ford wrap-up.